Hey guys, we're back here with our Cannabis coverage. We got Ben Miner from Joint Ventures.
Woohoo! Welcome, Ben.
SiriusXM. We're happy to have him here. Yeah.
I like your theme song.
That's Laura Cole, a friend of ours,
really
Laura
nice.
Cole. You might even know her from the cannabis space.
Maybe, yeah.
I
If
think
I
you
don't,
do.
I want to be pals. I like her voice. It's got a pleasant timbre.
It's catchy.
A pleasant timber. She was smoking a blue cheese at the time.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, nice OG
Nice.
blue cheese. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the green room.
Thanks for having me, man. Big fan of Cannabis Wiki.
We're the greatest, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Right next to Joint Ventures?
Yeah.
I was right.
You get it, Jackie? Joint
Yeah, I get it.
Ventures.
It's
Yeah,
very
Ventures.
smart.
It's like a colorful play on words.
Yeah, you can be smart and smoke weed.
Right.
And you can be smart and funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Fun stuff.
Great stuff. Congratulations on the new baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's my first day away from him, too.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So you're here.
I'm here. I'm
Aren't you
trying not-
tired? Is that hell?
No. There's a lot of work, but the work is easy. You know what I mean? Like, he cries, I feed him, or I clean his bum, or I hold him.
Clean his bum.
It's not a hard thing to do. It's just it's a lot of stuff, and I'm just trying to keep it together. I'm a French Canadian dude. I'm real sappy, so just trying to do a lot of this so I don't cry right now.
So tell us about your show.
It airs on Canada Talk, SiriusXM 167. I believe it's the only cannabis talk show from an actual licensed broadcaster too. That's what my researchers found.
That's very,
Nice.
wow.
yeah.
So you're what do you call that? A pioneer.
Yes, I am a pioneer. I got a hat.
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
We call
I
them
like that.
in this industry. We use that word and overuse it again. We're all trailblazers.
Help and break the stigma.
Yeah, man.
You know,
It's cool to
spread the good word.
Well, it's cool to be one of the first at something.
I
You
love
know,
that.
I
like
think
it's
you really are. I think what you just said, I'm thinking about it now. There is not another show.
no, there's
No.
they'll have cannabis guests on shows. They'll have like a cannabis episode, but this is every week. It's a weekly chat with some kind of cannabis expert, whether it be a CEO, a doctor, Derek from Cannabis Wiki.
Yeah.
And, it's showing that side of cannabis where I always say it's not a stoner show. It's an informative show about cannabis hosted by a stoner.
Hosted
Yeah,
by
it was really good, and
Cannabis Lifestyle.
It was the first. I'm not used to doing a lot of media, but your show was very, very professional. It was.
It was the first
Can't say
one.
nothing more about it. It was really good, and I like how you have everything. You know what you're doing. You
It
have
was the
everything
first
set
one.
up.
He talked to someone. He had a discussion, and then he called me right afterwards. He goes, "It was really fun to
Yeah.
do it." It was the first time ever that he's done that. And he was really
That's
excited.
rad.
So that was
And
good.
likewise, Derek was a great guest, and just meeting the people that help build up the industry and help legitimize it goes such a long way, because I take everything that I learned from interview to interview and I apply it to the next interview, right? So I was chatting with the folks from Can Delta, and I had all this information, and I could speak from a point that was informed.
Educated.
And it felt good to be able to convey things that I knew to be true because I heard it from experts. And yeah, I'm just regurgitating it. They're not my thoughts, but
So you're an influencer now. You're an influencer.
I'm
That's
an
all
influencer.
That's
Yeah.
all
Boom.
that
You
dirty
learn.
word. All that an influencer does is gets the knowledge like
Yeah.
a sponge from the actual
Yeah.
experts, and then uses their big mouth and their platform to share, to amplify it.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
an
I just
influencer.
repeat stuff that experts say. You got-
And you know who the biggest social media influencer in the cannabis space is?
Oh, he doesn't.
The queen of cannabis, Jackie Childs.
Jackie Childs.
So she soaps it all up like a sponge, and then she can regurgitate it.
Oh, wow.
2 years running, or 4
Back to
years,
back.
whatever.
Oh, award winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bookends.
Nice.
Now I should have brought them all.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
But you must have some awards.
I've been nominated for stuff. I'm not. Do I look like a winner, Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
No, I've
You're
been
so
nominated.
cute. Do I look like a winner? You look like you just had a little baby.
I did have a little baby. I want to get dad of the year. That's going to be my goal.
Well, that'll be a tough one.
It will be tough. There's some pretty good dads out there. Like Ross Rebliotti's a dad, right?
Yeah, he's a
that
cool
guy's
guy.
way cooler than I am, and he can snowboard.
See, I like
Right.
that you're humble because you're doing some really cool shit. You have cool conversations. You're on SiriusXM.
Yeah.
Can I tell you they have me blocked? Do you know that?
Oh, really?
I've been blocked for 6 years.
Oh, gee.
The whole
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do, Jackie?
Yeah.
They
Here we
blocked
go.
Naked News. They blocked.
Oh.
And I was part of that.
Were you in
Weird.
the studio doing something?
Well, you used to put newspapers on all the studios when we'd come to the SiriusXM offices to chat with Todd Shapiro or to chat with who. There's a sporty guy that we used to chat with. And then we did the Gentleman's Expo with SiriusXM, and then it was right after that. I got blocked on everything.
Weird.
And I love it because that means I'm doing something right. right?
Right.
My funny's not very funny, I guess.
No idea.
Look at me. It's like, what? You've got me off guard here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting taken to task right now by the social influencer of the year, 2 years running.
That's nothing.
How long have you been doing the show?
The show's been going on since,
Since he blocked
I think,
me.
2019.
Wow.
Since 2019.
And it's like once a week, or how's it work?
Once a week, Thursdays, repeating over the weekend, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun show. I get to like spaz out over cannabis. I get to meet I love.
Who's your favorite guest?
Yeah.
I like talking to scientists. I don't know that I have a specific favorite guest, but I love
that you
talking
like
to
that.
scientists.
Because science is sexy, and it takes a smart and a different kind of smart to really enjoy speaking to scientists. You've got a really cool, sexy brain in there.
You're getting unblocked, lady.
So what do you talk about? Is it industry focused, consumer focused?
I essentially have like 4 questions, and everything else is a follow-up. Who are you? How did you find your way to cannabis? What do you do in cannabis? And then we kind of like go loosey-goosey for the last segment.
It almost sounds like who, what, when, where,
I
how.
was just going to
Yes.
say that. He obviously, remember how I give some little lessons occasionally to certain people and certain whatever? Who, what, where, why? Conversation. It's that easy.
That's why CTV had a show called W5.
Oh, yeah.
Who, what, when, where, why.
Ask the question
Where?
and listen.
Yeah.
Ask the question and listen.
Yeah, just get out of the way. And I mean, I've got such informed people that are in. You talk about trailblazers. Just about everyone I have on my show is the first of them. Like, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Right? Like, you're the first of you. Why wouldn't I want to talk to you? Why wouldn't I shut up when you're talking?
Because I can't help it. I have an illness.
But I mean, you know your stuff. Like, I think it's just, if you want to learn, you just sit back and like, it's easy to do.
And being a curious person also, right? Like I would say that's something you're very gifted at, being a curious person. So not only do you have a funny edge, like you have a sense of humor, but you are curious. You're genuinely interested. The questions you're asking are to have a real conversation.
Yeah, I want to know.
Especially since you like science. That's hot.
I want to know stuff, right? Like, it's cool to be able, like, I'm in a broadcast realm. So if I could come to marketing people and other people like that wear suits and ties and have empirical evidence, and I could talk about how cannabis has contributed the same amount to Canada's GDP last year as the dairy industry did.
Right.
That shows that this is a real industry and it's full of real numbers and people spending money, people investing money.
Right.
And it's something that we should be talking about. And it's just going to be like a steroid to every other industry, from tourism to agriculture to hospitality. Like, cannabis will be a steroid infusion to every one of these industries and boost them and prop them up at a time when these industries need that.
Right. Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, Alberta, we're talking like beef and cattle and cannabis. So I was at a meeting where we were talking about investments and what it means to Canada, and since legalization, what other industries have profited along with, not profited off cannabis, but profited along with them. And they talk about the cattle industry and how that's the stat you just gave, and I just find that really interesting.
Yeah, because cannabis is coming up to
agriculture.
Jump that.
We're agriculture.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, cannabis is going to advance and subsidize the farming industry, hopefully, because just think of the money that could be made off of an acreage on a farm that's 200 acres. If one of those acres is dedicated to a crop that turns over every 13 months, that could be monetized in any number of ways. Why wouldn't you help people with such a difficult job to begin with? And at a time when, during the pandemic, how many shelves are empty? It's important to prop up farmers right now. So they should be first in line when it comes to the agricultural benefits and subsidies, which would be required for them to get into the industry. We should be lining up to do that, help them out.
Yep. That's why we're having our conference in London, Ontario on June 15th and 16th. We're bringing cannabis into the agriculture fold. London, Ontario is an agriculture hub. And, we're just trying to destigmatize the cannabis and push it forward. So that, there can be the agriculture guys investing in it and, the farmers who are growing other crops, allocate a space for cannabis. They're very curious. And, I think that we're at the start. So I think like what you're doing, what we're doing here is just pushing the whole industry forward.
Oh, man, just think from like a technological standpoint. The way we grow food right now is going to take a page out of cannabis's book, because cannabis grow ops, they tend to maximize their space. It's vertical grows. It's shelving and shelving and shelving, and they're growing up. It's not just this flat surface. So who knows what cannabis is going to be able to provide for the agriculture industry, it'll probably be like what porno did for the internet.
Now
It's the
you're
same
talking.
thing. Yeah. But it just helps develop different technologies.
For
Right.
sure. Yeah, definitely. I remember there was those little cards or back page room, whatever the hell it was before the internet went crazy. And now look at where we are. Same as cannabis. Same type of thing.
Elaborate more on the back page
Can you
room.
not?
guy.
Can you not? Like, I don't want to do that with Ben. It's his
Okay.
first time here.
Yeah.
We'll do that at home in the green room
Okay.
where I can smoke a Big J and talk about all the naughty things that you try and get me to share with our
Oh
audience.
God, I'm gonna giggle so much. I won't be able to make any eye contact.
you know what? We'd love you to come into the studio, smoke some weed,
Right.
and chat.
I can do all that stuff. I do all that stuff every day.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, that's normal.
That's we like that. Yeah, we like that too.
That's my day to day.
Wouldn't you like to be doing that right now? Like, do you think that's coming someday? We're going to be able to come to a conference and just smoke our.
That'd be pretty neat, wouldn't it?
I sure
Wouldn't
hope
it?
so.
Yeah, it'd be pretty neat. I think it'll probably be more like infused foods and beverages and maybe vaping. Because I know that smoke-free Ontario stuff and everybody's
Right.
against combustion of plant matter. And I can understand the reservations
Right.
in and around that. But it doesn't mean I
Can't have a vape.
I want to use my vape, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not doing anything to anybody else.
He's a cool
No.
dad.
Yeah, I'm a cool dad. Cool dad vibes.
You got to
Yeah.
get into that. You got your first Is it first baby?
First baby.
Father's Day's
My
coming
first
up around-
Father's Day.
Oh, that's.
Aw.
I'm going to be a wreck. I'm going to be such a wreck.
I'm excited for you. So where do we find you? For our listeners, how do we find you, Ben?
I'm on Instagram, Ben Miner. It's Miner with an E. I'm on Twitter, Ben Miner. Facebook, Ben Miner. Joint Ventures Cannabis Radio, SiriusXM weekly. You can find it on the app as well. And I don't know, man.
What do you got excited coming up? I know you just had a baby, so
Yeah,
where
yeah.
can we find you though? Where can we see you if we want to catch you live?
Oh man, see, I'm taking a break from shows until July-ish because I want to just soak in my baby as much as I can.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I
sweet-
want to support my
Sweet
wife.
of you to say that. I mean, we have women on the show all the time that talk about just having a baby or taking some time off with their newborn and stuff. But I really like that you just said that. That's really sweet, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
This whole interview speaks so differently than I thought Ben Miner was.
Oh man, I wonder what the rumors are now. Jeez, am I a badass?
Total.
Nice. No, I just cannabis, like, if anything, it gives you an opportunity to take a pause and think about what you appreciate and what's important. And it's just one of those times where, like, I want to lean into the other side of my life. And, you know, my first kid, I'm 41 years old. I've done a lot of touring. I've done a lot of radio, done a lot of stuff. So then, until like July or so, I'm just going to chill out. Then I got like Just for Laughs stuff, and I'm doing another festival in Edmonton in September. Then probably JFL 42 stuff. So there's places to find me. Comedy Bar, July 8th, actually. I'm doing a show.
July 8th,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Comedy
from Toronto.
Bar. Ooh.
Yeah, Primetime Comics. It's where I showcase like up and coming comics that are good enough to headline, but nobody's give them a shot to headline. So I give
Oh,
them
wow.
the first headline shot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you're in the business of comedy and putting together shows?
Dude, I'm like, yeah. I've been a stand-up for 22 years, man.
And don't we have some?
But Jackie, you didn't recommend Ben for the Cannabis Wiki conference.
He
Like,
has
what-
me blocked. What was I supposed to do?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you should
nice.
unblock her
It's
because
like-
we are doing an after party at Yuck Yucks.
There's no
Oh,
Yuck
that
Yucks
would
in
be
London anymore.
Yeah, there is. It's at Western Fair District.
It was.
Well,
Uh-oh,
so
let's-
it's not there?
I think it was.
Well,
it
whatever
shut-
it's called now,
yeah.
whatever that site is called, they've said we can use the place.
Yeah. They
Where
called
the
it
Yucks
Yuck Yucks.
was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So where Yuck Yucks was,
Yeah.
we're going to have an after party there.
Nice.
So,
But we wanted to have comedians,
Yeah.
funny people.
Oh man, there's tons of great comics in London too.
There are.
Well, we'll have to talk after.
Yeah, man, I got some recos for you. I got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I got ideas.
Did you say recos?
Recos.
Oh my goodness! I didn't think I was gonna like you, and I freaking love you, you little.
Oh, my God. Here we go again.
Always fresh and a little bit sticky. Thanks for coming on, Cannabis Wiki.
Whoa, she's got a slogan. Did you just jingle? That's a real-time jingle.
Boom.
What about the other jingle?
What's the other jingle?
Multiple
My
jingles?
queen.
You know, play Jackie's sound, KJ.
Jesus. That's the noise it'll make when
Wow.
they unblock me.
Not happening.
It wasn't even it. That would have been a great
Derek, I need an adult.
He thinks I slipped a mushroom in the coffee. Now he's hearing all these.
I would know that. It's a feeling I'm familiar with.
Well,
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us on the Green Room here at Cannabis 2022. Thanks, Ben Miner.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Derek. Thank you,
Thanks.
Crystal.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice.